consistently attract soulmate clients, begin showing up on brand, monetizing on your calling. Welcome all spiritual coaches, leaders, healers, light workers, and practitioners to a show that turns you on in your business and amplifies your magnetism. I'm host, catalyst, and spiritual business coach Rosalyn Fung, and I'm here to journey with you into the juicy and help you discover where the real gaps are. Ignite your mindset and soul with strategies and systems as each episode takes you to the sweet spot that activates your soulgasmic business. Enjoy this light language activation as we begin to magnetize and monetize.
Welcome, my loves. Happy New Year. This is the very first episode for 2021. I hope that your year is starting out beautifully and ethically. And what is your word for 2021? I'm really curious. Tell me on social media, Bold Sexy Warrior on Instagram, or on Facebook, it's Rosalyn Fung Coaching, Bold Sexy Warrior. I'd love to hear. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so honored to have you choose to listen to this show. If you enjoy this episode, please do leave a review. Take a screenshot of this podcast and shout me out on social media so that more people can know about this. It would mean the world to me for you to take a few minutes to share and review this, as I would love to spread more love and consciousness to the collective. I'm also hosting a very exciting workshop that's coming up. It's my first official workshop with my sexy silver fox husband, Dan, who is a certified financial planner. And together, we're bringing our gifts to bring this Vision 2021 Money Manifesting Workshop on January 30th, 2021. And we are going to bring together the energy and the psychology of money, plus practical money strategies so that you can start to manifest more money. We're having guest experts in to support this, as well as talking about the sacred money archetypes and so much more. The first 50 tickets are only $44.44 Canadian. So go grab your tickets at 2021, the number 2021, moneyvision.eventbrite.ca, or go grab it at my link in bio at Bold Sexy Warrior on Instagram. So my loves, here we go. What does it mean to harness your magic from within? And how do you do that exactly? Have you ever wondered how to tap further into your intuition and bring in the power of your own ancestors as guides to help you awaken to yourself and manifest all that you desire? As you know, I preach about how energy is everything when it comes to magnetizing your deepest desires. And my special guest today is an expert in the power of intuition, energy, and accessing the wisdom of your own ancestors to harness your magic from within. I am so excited to be sharing this episode with one of my best friends, my soul sister, Maria de Luna Tiburcio, who is an intuitive spiritual personal development coach, and she's the owner of Alamore Awakening. Maria helps those around her understand their purpose and mission by tapping into their past lives, working on current challenges in their present, and to help them mold their future. Maria uses abilities of witchcraft and channeling her three ancient grandmothers, Lola Maria, Abuelita Elena, and Abuela Teresa. Their powers help her go to her past lives and determine all that happened during those times. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot wait to share how Maria and I met about just over a year ago, and it was the most divine way in how we met. So Maria has many gifts. She does house blessings and cleansing, readings, past life readings, energy clearing and balancing, Reiki and sound bowls, spiritual awakening programs, helping with illness and ailments. She also does oracle and tarot readings, herbal magic and candle spells, and energy jars. You guys are going to just fall in love with her. Like, I'm so in love with her. Welcome, Maria.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Rosalyn, for having me on today. Such an honor to be here with all of you and the intuitives that are listening in. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. And let's tell everyone how we met, because I feel like this is so magical in how we met.
I have to admit, it's my favorite story of us.
So I was speaking this was last November, actually, no, was it 2019 or 2020? Gosh.
It was 2019.
2019, yes. 2019. And I'm like already losing track of the years. It's effing with my mind. Okay.
That's how elevated you are.
2019. I'm a speaker at women's empowerment entrepreneurial events. And the MC introduced me to you, Maria, just kind of like in passing. And
that's right.
Later on that day, so it was like a high. It wasn't like fireworks, all of and sparks like happening right in that moment. But it was maybe about an hour later. I was in the audience and I was watching the speaker on stage, and Maria was only a few seats away. Imagine this, we're in a theater, and so it's dark. I see Maria, she's a photographer as well. This woman is like multi-talented. And so she was there as a photographer for the MC. And for whatever reason, now this is going to sound a little creepy, and I don't normally do this, so it's interesting. I'm looking over at Maria, who again is maybe like a couple meters away from me, and she looks so graceful, so elegant, so swift as she's like taking pictures, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, she is so beautiful. And next thing I know, I'm like taking pictures of Maria off my iPhone. Like, how creepy can we get? And I'm like, all right, I don't know why I'm taking pictures of this beautiful woman, but just her whole essence was so beautiful. And I wanted to capture her essence. And I'm not a photographer by any means. I mean, I love my selfies. I love taking pictures. Everyone who knows me knows that that's like my thing. And I'm like, okay. And after maybe like a couple hours later, I went up to Maria and I said, hey, I just want to let you know, I think you're so beautiful. And I took some photos of you in action. Like, not even thinking this could be really creepy. So like afterwards. And so, of course, we stayed in touch on social media. And I was having one of my branding shoots. And one of my friends that was going to be at my branding shoot, she was cooking for us, Tiffany. So Tiffany needed a photographer for her own pictures of her cooking. And so I thought of Maria, because my branding photographer would be already busy with taking photos of me and my friends and clients. So Maria, who you just moved back from Vancouver to Edmonton, and you were building your portfolio. Yeah. And so when Maria came to my branding shoot, it was like literally last minute. I think it was like you had 2 days notice.
Yes,
right? Something like that. And it was there where it was just like fireworks started. I was like, who is this woman? Because then we really got to know each other. You were just right in there like you were already part of the tribe. And I was like, I love her. And that's how we like became like friends instantly after that day. Like sisters.
Absolutely. That was one of the most interesting I want to call it like our catalyst of togetherness, to be honest, because it was just, I honestly wasn't even supposed to be at Grow, the women's empowerment, because my phone had been broken that day. And I was so in this alignment of not coming. But Spirit was telling me, and also the person I was with at that time was actually saying, no, you should go. And I said, why? And I just heard, you have to go. And I said, okay, I'm going. And yeah, during the branding shoot, it was just me and you just clicked so well. And it's like, we can't get rid of each other now. We're just stuck together forever.
Well, and it was so interesting because I didn't know how intuitive you were. You were, because you weren't sure how much a show me, that part of you yet. And I remember we had gone to like when something amazing happened, which I'm going to get to, I think we had known each other for about a month and we had gone places together, like other networking events and things like that. But it wasn't until one morning, I was meditating. And this is also not usual and typical, but I came out of my meditation singing Maria's name in a very, I have the secret talent, which is I can sing opera. And I do not, I cannot professionally sing. I've never been trained, but I have this interesting ability to sing almost like an operatic voice. Now, ask a professional opera singer, and they'll probably be like, hell no. But I can hit those tones for some reason, and I was singing it, and the feeling I got was like this old-style Spanish or Italian grandma. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then I'm like, okay, and it didn't feel like Maria, you, but I remember you had called me maybe a couple, maybe the next day or a couple hours later and telling me, hey, I went into Chapters bookstore, and do you remember this, where you were like, I don't know why, but this book fell out in front of me about auras and you heard my name.
That's correct. Yeah, I heard Rosalyn, right? And I was walking past this book and it literally fell over.
Yeah, and then you phoned me and you told me I have a book for you because you ended up buying it. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting. Well, I just have to tell you this experience I literally just had. And I shared the Maria opera singing. And then that's when Maria told me about her grandmothers and that I had... We were trying to figure out, was it your grandmother I channeled, which I was like, what? What is it? So I think this would be a good segue in to have you share, Maria, and I'm sure we'll have to continue after commercial, but please share with us just a little bit more about your story, how you got to be who you are today and do what you do. And if you guys are wondering, yes, that was her grandmother I was channeling. So,
oh yes, my Lola Maria, who is actually my grandmother for sure from my dad's side. So in regards to how I am and who I am, is I am actually a witch. I was born and raised as one since I was really little. Coming to Canada, I was told to actually hide my abilities because I got punished in school for doing candle spells.
And where were you born, love, so people know?
I was born in Avila, Spain, which is in, of course, Spain. It's about, I would say, about an hour away from Madrid. And we practice quite a few magical abilities there. We harness our intuition. A lot of the people in that location are actually fairly intuitive. So it was a big difference and change for me when I showed up here in Canada when I went to school. Funny enough, it was a Catholic school too. And I was actually told at a little young age not to practice magic in front of people. And so I've always hidden it for quite some time. And ever since I met you, I literally have been called to come out way more And even my own mother was like, yeah, I think it's time. And I have been harnessing the abilities of accessing my grandmother's much more than I used to. I still had the ability to hear things and see things. So when I met Rosalyn, I actually started to tell her about aura. Aura is a color that comes around you that shows your emotions, your abilities, and the things that who and what you are. Aura is our energy. And so I think when we actually went out one time, we were talking about our colors, if you recall.
Yes, I was so fascinated with understanding auras and what my aura looked like. And we would be at restaurants and Maria would be like, okay, see that couple over there? His aura is this color and she's got that color. And then she's explaining things. I'm like, wow, so fascinating.
It really was. We had such a great time, but I was really more fascinated with her excitement with it because to me, before showcasing any of my abilities, even in Vancouver, I was unable to really harness that, as there's a lot of people out there who are still scared and confused about spirituality. And anyone who says, for example, if I call myself a witch, most people would tell me not to say that because it's taboo. It's something that we shouldn't talk about. But as I opened up my spirituality during the time of, obviously, COVID was a huge factor too. I was able to sit down and, really go into a state of meditation, finally realizing that it's time for me to open up and be who I am and be myself. The word witch or bruja in Spanish just became so natural to say to everybody in front of me.
Wow.
And
yeah, what we'll do is, I really want us to continue this. So we're going to take a break. And then when we come back, we'll have Maria continue her story.
A conscious lifestyle for a mindful life. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM. Being a radio host on IOM FM allows you to build your show on a rich platform with the power of the internet to fulfill your outreach goals and connect with a very specialized and global online audience, unlimited by time and distance. OMTimes Radio will provide you with web relevance, a recognizable conscious brand, and with the standard of excellence that has accompanied every single OMTimes endeavor. Host your show with OMTimes Radio Network.
Life is a flow, and enlightenment is simply harmonizing with the way life really is. Then you find that life is effortless, benevolent, and free of all suffering. Hey everyone, this is GP Walsh, and I want to invite you to my brand new radio show that's launching right here on OMTimes Radio called The Flow of Enlightenment. I've been a spiritual teacher for decades, and my greatest pleasure is being able to share with you these deep and highly practical spiritual ideas. So join me in The Flow every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern and let yourself be transformed.
I'm so not good
I'll
enough.
fail.
They'll judge me.
I'm afraid
So others
it's
are
already
doing
been
it.
done.
Who are you not to fully express who you are, to be your warrior of light and do business from your fierce, aligned energy? I'm Rosalyn Fung, host of Activate Your Soulgasmic Business here on OMTimes Radio. Let's get your business turned on to the next level. I invite you to hop on a business soul alignment discovery call with me at rosalynfung.com and let's monetize in your soul mission. Go to ROSALYN F as in fun, UNG.com.
A social distancing tip.
Putting distance between yourself and others is critical to slowing the spread of coronavirus. So here are ways to stay in contact without the physical contact part. Call, send a text, set up a video conference, post on social media, dedicate a song on the radio. If you have symptoms of fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath, call your healthcare provider before going to their office. For more info, visit coronavirus.gov.
Let's all do our part, because we're all #alone together. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
All right. So, Maria, please continue your story with regards to how you start to come out a little bit more with Bruja.
Yes, absolutely. So being a Bruja allowed me to come out more here in Edmonton and really showcase myself in front of people who are also intuitive. One of the many things that we did was definitely, meet up in circles with sisters and, help to practice our abilities and showcase our true power. And with this, I was able to show people how to truly harness their energy and find their magic from within. And doing so, this allowed me to show how we work with Mother Earth, how we work with our Father Sun, and as well as working with the moon powers as well. In that form, I used the knowledge, what was passed down to me and guided to me by my grandmothers, my ancestors of my lineage, and gave messages in a way that gave people the understanding of their past lives. For you see, past lives actually have such a way to showcase the things that become a challenge for them here and now. And it's everything that we've done in the past can also come into our life here. And with this ability, I was able to show, harness, and provide information. And this way they would be able to mold certain things and bring in fruition into themselves. Most of my clients that I always talk to always find there are certain challenges they find. For example, if you like a certain something, it's because, or recognize something, it's because in your past life, you have been there or you are really aware of it. If you dislike something, it's either because you've passed away from that certain situation, or it's become more of something that has frightened you. So it comes into your current life here and now. I really work with accessing these past lives and giving understanding to people about it, because it's something that does give us challenges. But however, those challenges are technically just challenges and lessons for us. So I provide that assurance and that ability to show that to clientele and anyone who asks me any questions in regards to it.
Yeah, we could dive into how you really helped me uncover. Here's another really exciting story.
Mm-hmm.
At least we find
we
it
always
exciting.
have so many.
Where when I worked with you as your clients, I really discovered my ancestors, which never have I ever even considered my ancestors as my guides. Like that wasn't even a thing in my realm of consciousness. And so it was really interesting. We had a session, like a VIP session. It was like quite a long session. And so time flew because there was so much information that was coming through. And what was really cool was Maria uncovered my ancestors for me, which are Shaolins. And I was like, wow. And I just, even as I say it, I can feel the tingles in my core. And you were describing them as what they were wearing and that they were very wealthy. And I was like, are they kind people too? Very kind, very loving, very respected. And then what was really cool was once I became aware of that, they were activated in my consciousness to be part of my spiritual team. And 2 days later, I was working with a client who is another soul sister who is also a psychic medium. And I was doing a guided meditation and light language activation specifically for her to activate her abundance, like prosperity. And out of that meditation, she opened her eyes after and she said, do you know who your ancestors are? And she had no idea. In fact, I don't think Maria and her were friends yet. We're all really good friends now, but she had no idea about Maria. She had no idea about me doing this work around ancestors. And she saw them and she started describing them and saying descriptions. And then 2 days later, this all happened in a week. It was a Friday. I had a discovery call with a new prospect turned into a client. And she is from New York. She's a powerful psychic. And she was like, do you know who your ancestors are? They came to me in my dream. And one ancestor came to my dream. She described what he looked like, and it was like the Shaolin. And she said, he told me, dominate your fear. And so that's when she knew I was going to be her next coach. And I was just like, wow, this is the power of activating and being aware of your ancestors and your guides and asking them to come in to work with you. And thank you so much, Maria. My abundance has been awakened to that next level, where to the point where you see my aura, and I can't see.
I love your aura.
You want to tell them about my aura? When you first met, what it looked like, and then now what it's like now?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you guys all know Rosalyn has this amazing brightness to her. And when I first met her, she was very bright yellow, like the color of the sun. And as I progressed to actually know Rosalyn, every time I used to come see her, and I'm like, Ros, your aura's changed. She's like, what do you mean? It's gold. But it's not just any gold. You see, I have the ability to see things coming out of people's colors and also seeing things like they're in physical form. And I honestly keep seeing her pouring out gold like it's spouting out of her. And I'm like, can I have some of that?
Gold coins are literally coming out my crown chakra.
Literally pouring out as if it's like a pot of gold that's her, and she's emanating gold colors all over her body, in through her chakras, but it's coming out of her crown. And I'm like, okay, how do I get that color?
Well, what's been incredible, because you've activated that with and for me. What's been really cool is pretty much your abundance grew too. And I've noticed my clients who already receive, their abundance grew. Like, it's been really such an amazing ripple effect. And I must speak to and I'm going to guess, Maria, you're going to be getting some lineups here. Like, activate my abundance. Also the power, like my kids, they're my two boys. Everest is 8 and Logan is now 6 at the time of this recording. And they're usually kind of shy around my friends at first. But when they first met you, Maria, it was like full remembrance. Like, my kids see Maria as their second mama. We joke that with my husband and I. We joke that she's our second wife. But honestly, my kids are just so in love with you. And it's truly soul remembrance. Maria can see my kids are have gifts themselves, spiritual gifts. They're very open. We encourage them to, of course, nurture those gifts. And it's so beautiful to watch me have a conversation with my kids, Maria, about intuition. And it's like, you don't even need to teach them. You're telling them like they already know, and they meet you there. And it's so fascinating how they're just like, I can't even describe it, because it's not your everyday adult to child conversation. It's like, literally, my kids they get what you say about the spiritual realm, about the Logan, my 6-year-old, has guides with them, and they come in the form of peers, and Maria can see them. So they're all literally having a conversation about his friends. And I've never heard Logan talk about them before meeting Maria. And then it was just like, oh yeah, I have, and he names them off. It's just so fascinating. And so my whole point of sharing this is, as you guys are listening, this is how powerful Maria is in activating and awakening your magic within, with bringing in more of your guides, your spiritual team, to be very present with you. She's the one that helps me be more connected. She's one of the people. Aurora Light, who is one of my dear soul sister friends as well. We've been each other's soulmate clients. She's helped me awaken myself to my Pleiadians, which is where my light language comes through from. And it's so fascinating because I cannot see with my naked eye, but Maria can see my Pleiadians and see my guides and my Shawans. So it just fascinates me. In just how you really helps me connect even more with my intuition and trust myself even more with my ancestors and asking for their guidance. And thank you, Maria. Like what you've done for me has really helped me move and ascend more spiritually.
Oh, you're very welcome. What I did was just remind your soul, actually, of your ancestors who've actually always been with you throughout the times. And what it is just awakening that power that's been sleeping within you, that magic that's inside of you. And when I do my readings with people, I instantly access their ancestors. And that allows me to awaken certain abilities within you that's just currently sleeping like Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. So you guys, you need to get connected with Maria. I'd love for you to share a little bit about your energy jars because first of all, what are they? Because some people might have never heard of energy jars. And how do they work? Because also this is another tool that Maria brings in. And she's just like, wow, magical, and you have shifted the energy of my home. We have the most crazy conversations. Like, this is our everyday conversation. Like, lifting the veil, seeing the veils of the homes, like, different houses in my neighborhood.
Consistently talking about the different colors.
Yeah. So tell us what our energy jars, love.
Okay, so what I call them is alla amore energy jars. Alla amore means through the love. Energy jars are actually something that allows the balance, and it balances out vibrations and frequencies within yourself and your home. See, our ability within our family is to really help guide you and balance your energy to help bring things into fruition. So most people will have, the energy jars are basically blessed with our magic, and they have certain material things such as salts and lavender or different flowers, things that are from Mother Earth. And what we do is we place these jars with the magical abilities of the sun and the moon, and they basically help to guide you in balancing yourself. And sometimes when we wake up in the morning, we're unbalanced. So these energy jars are here to assist in that. And in our homes, it's a bigger factor. If you don't have balance in your home with any sort of energy throughout all the rooms, you're going to have an imbalance in yourself throughout the day as well. So it's really important to maintain those. And these energy jars are created to balance out a certain amount of days, which is provided to you. I think yours was like 15 days or something like that.
My very first one from you, yeah. And I think you had given that to me just when COVID was the first round of lockdown was happening, and we had a lot of stress going on with the transition of the kids being at home, and then Dan having to find office space and making our bedroom part of his office. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So you helped us create an energy jar for our bedroom specifically.
Yes, and I was even just on the phone.
What's that, love?
I was even just on the phone. I didn't even see where you were walking in.
Yeah, exactly. And so for our bedroom, and then you created one for our living room as well. But let's share about the one, just because they were both very profound, but the one because it was such a huge transition from super stress to one of balance, with Dan moving his office into our bedroom temporarily. And then the kids being at home and homeschooling, all that. Those of you who are parents, you get it. Like, how crazy was that, right? And yeah, so do you want to speak a little bit about that? and how that helped shift?
Absolutely. Yeah, so basically what I did during that time is I harnessed my abilities as I was actually on the phone with Rosalyn. I just used energy and I asked the home if I can borrow some energy to see what's going on. And I can sense waves of imbalance between homes, basically. And what I was doing during that time is finding the intention on how to manifest balance and asking the universe to bring in the things that they're really calling out for. So for example, love, sleep, happiness, like getting back into your sacred space of yourself, basically. And during that time, I was working with her home's energy to work with this energy jar so that it helps to move the energies around and, kind of think of it like a flow of a veil, kind of just waving back and forth and just having just the most serene balance. And then once it's calmed and serene, it actually just makes everything, even the people who live in it, more calmer and feel more at peace and not feel that anxiety and the chaos that's within them. So that's
what I really noticed shifted was the word harmony comes up, right? We were really starting to harmonize together in our energy, the four of us, my husband, my kids, and then just the home felt really much calmer. So this is the power that Maria has. And, when we come back from commercial, Maria, I'd love for you to share a little bit about how, because I'm sure some people are wondering, okay, I don't live where Maria lives in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and can I work with her? So the answer is yes, and Maria's going to share exactly how you can do that and how she can support you in creating more abundance, harmony, and peace, and awaken your magic from within after commercial.
Free your mind. Expand your soul. OMTimes Radio. IOM-FM.
OMTimes magazine is one of the leading online content providers of positivity, wellness, and personal empowerment. A philanthropic organisation, their net proceeds are funneled to support worldwide charity initiatives via Humanity Healing International. Through their commitment to creating community and providing conscious content, they aspire to uplift humanity on a global scale. Connect at OMTimes.com. OMTimes, creating a more conscious lifestyle.
Grab a cup of tea or a glass of wine and tune in for Inspired Conversations with publisher Linda Joy on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. Linda creates sacred space for leading female luminaries, empowering authors, heart-centered female entrepreneurs, coaches, and healers. A soulful venue where guests openly share the fears and obstacles they've overcome, wisdom and lessons learned, and the personal journey that led them to the transformational work they do in the world. Inspired Conversations to empower you on your path to authentic, soulful living.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
All right, Maria, tell us a little bit more about how people, like why people, I'm sure as they're listening, they're like, oh, there's going to be some people who are feeling really called to have you help them awaken their own magic from within and access their ancestors, perhaps even make an energy jar, really help them develop and ascend their own sense of next level spiritual awakening. So tell us, what have you got coming up?
Well, actually, currently right now, I have a few programs that are occurring 3, 6, and 9 months for those who are just awakened, sort of awakened, and the ones who are just in their awakening already and just having a hard time with their alignments. You can work with me through social media, obviously Ala Amore Bruja on Instagram, and as well as Facebook as well too. Even look me up on my first name and last name, Maria Tiburcio, and that way I can help support you. Our energy jars can be made anywhere as long as the person and I can either talk over the phone and just have a quick conversation while I help to harness the energy within the jars that they make. This is actually something that I've been doing quite a few times already for back home. So that's another option for the energy jars, or they can be shipped to you as well. I do have a retreat that is coming up as well too in regards to accessing yourself and your partner's energy and really awakening the powers from within. That's another one that I'm doing. And also I do have my 12-month readings that are coming up too for those who are interested as well. And in those readings really just helps me to not only access your ancestors, tap into your ability, and really help you be guided in every single reading to truly understanding how to work with your magic. I know sometimes it can be super difficult understanding how these abilities work. And I have been fully trained since my youngest self, till my youngest self, in regards to fully understanding what each and every single ability can do. And therefore, I just want to help guide those who would honor me to actually guide them into being the full-on higher self intuitive person that they are, because really I am here just as a teacher.
Beautiful. And Maria's last name, so how you spell her name is Maria, and her last name is spelled Tiburcio. Okay, so you can find her on social media to get connected with her. But I feel like, I know you're one of the three grandmas has been dying to come through. And I feel like this would be a really amazing segue into having, I believe you said it was your grandma Teresa who wants to come through.
Yes, my most ancient one. Abuela Teresa is actually our most original witch. And so she's been dying to come through.
They're all very powerful. I have to say a side note here, Lola Maria, which is the grandmother that I channeled in our story earlier through my meditation, before I even knew about her existence. Turns out our personalities are very similar. Like I watched Maria literally shift in her being when her grandmothers come through, and you guys will be able to hear it in her voice. But it was like next level to watch Maria actually shift in her mannerisms and how she's like literally physically showing up when her grandmothers are when she's channeling her grandmas. So I'm just going to leave it open right now for Abuela Teresa to come through, and we'll trust that whatever message that she feels the collective needs to hear will be shared. And this would also be a great segue to move into a meditation, and we'll do a light language duet as well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Rosalyn.
You're welcome. My pleasure, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for listening in. I want everyone to just place their hands on their heart chakra for me. And as you do so, place your mind into a blank state. As the new year is here with us right now, know that your spirit guides, your ancestors, Any spirit animals that come through to you are here to fully guide you. 2020 was the start of this awakening, but now it is a time to harness your truest ability within yourselves. And to do so, we are here to help guide your chakras in full alignment. Breathing in all the way down to your root. If you are unaware of where your root is, it's just above your pelvis. Breathing in and holding for 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Releasing any fears, anxiety, doubt of yourself. Breathing in again, the possibilities, prosperity. I hear wealth as well as requested. Lots of wealth requests. As you do this, we are going to chant just a little bit here. Bringing in your power and centering your heart. Watching every single one of your chakras, from your crown to your third eye, your throat, your heart chakra, your solar plex, your sacral, and your root, thumping like a beating heart itself, together as one. Feeling everything around you as the energies and waves come into balance with you. Now, if you are sitting, I want you to put your feet on the ground and feel the power of Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, and placing all that energy of any negative factors down to her as you watch a line go through from your root all the way down to your feet chakras into the ground, releasing that to her and asking her for thanks as you do so. Breathing in again, all that positive, beautiful, new prosperity energy that's coming into you. For everyone receives one. It may be small, big, medium, does not matter. All of it is for you and you alone, even those around you too. Breathing out. Old habits. Things that do not resonate within your new future. Breathing in. And now I'm going to go into a light language here from the Arcturian. Irak anak ya urutaya maania arutu hella kututanai iya amata. Arakia nakutani ayamata yaha ula anaka adanama I anapu. Iyanak emra hurasi anaka ayamai. Dia tru otosia hi klare umokuta ai. I'm going to ask Rosalyn to do her Palladian now.
Ora kira te kora tua I kora ti kira tua kira tua ti kira tua kora ti kira tua mora kira ti kira tua kora tia mora kira ti kira. Go ahead, love.
As you breathe in, heed my words, children of light and love. Fear is only just the beginning of our lessons. When we surpass these, we become what we truly inspire ourselves to be, for we reawaken the possibilities inside of us. Know that your ancestors and your guides are here for you. Do not hesitate to ask a question, for we do not see anything in any difference. Time and understanding is not the same as you think. We do not allow such emotions to change or shift us. We only allow guidance to you. Understand that you are not alone. So do not fear, do not doubt your abilities. You are sacred, aligned lights, goddesses, wizards, people of magic. Awaken that within you. Access that within you. And there you will find more abundance than you could ever ask for. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
That was so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thanks, grandmother.
Now you're going to need some chocolate.
Yes, my grounding food.
Yeah, we make sure that there's a bag of chocolate around whenever Maria's channeling, just to refuel her, the power that happens. So I'm just going to invite you all, as you were listening to this, just what is happening right now? What sensations are you feeling? And know that there's no right or wrong. Part of you might just be like, wow, I feel so much more calm. Perhaps you might feel some tingling, some goosebumps. You might have your ancestors come to you in dream time later tonight. So be open to anything because anything is possible for the highest truth and good. So excited. And please do share with us on social media. Again, Bold Sexy Warrior on Instagram. And do you want to spell your Instagram out, honey?
Absolutely. It's ALAAMOREBRUJA. So it's Ala Amore Bruja.
Yeah, and you can get connected with Maria right on Instagram or Facebook as well. Spelling out her last name is Tiburcio. And what's really also very exciting is that myself, Maria, and our other soul sister, Anita Mattel, who is also another powerful psychic, and she has a social work background. She's also a mediator. She works with Peruvian ancestral roots. She's also a hypnotherapist. The three of us have birthed a new platform into the world. We began it last month. It's called Soulful Social. And we created this out of, there was a couple reasons. Number one, through 2020, we, the three of us, as well as a few other soul sisters, have a WhatsApp chat. And what's so beautiful, and Stephanie Hassan, who you guys would have heard in a previous episode, the intuitive artist and psychic medium, she also was part of this. And what's really been incredible is that we have activated each other in a way that helped each other ascend, and it was purely out of sisterhood vibes and being able to hold each other and hold space for each other in a really non-judgmental way and be able to see things more from a spiritual perspective. And that has activated our prosperity, magnetizing more clients. That has helped us deepen our relationships in our own personal life with our partners. And it has really created so much magic from within. And we're like, wow, not every woman has a group like this. And one thing that I've noticed over the years is a lot of women reach out to me and they're like, you know, I really love your energy. I love what you're putting out there. And not necessarily do all of them want to be business coach, because they may not be entrepreneurs, but they want to be part of whatever I'm doing, which is phenomenal, right? Hello, magnetism. And your vibes attract your tribe. And so finally, and I felt this coming for especially in the last year, that there needs to be a platform that's birthed where I'm it's more about sisterhood vibe. Nothing about business per se, although absolutely, you know, this is a really great networking place. And I always share with my clients, like, start with friendships, start with connections, start with really building that connection with as friends, and then let it be where it needs to go. And that's the beautiful thing about Soulful Social, is that we have birthed this platform where it's red table talk meets spirituality and all levels. If you're just awakening, if you're curious about it too, if you're intermediate, I would say I'm still a baby. That's how I feel about it. I know. The girls give me
She's too modest.
You don't know how powerful you are. But, you know, honestly, we want people to feel welcome. So come find us on Soulful Social. Our next one is January 8th. Come find that in my link on Bold Sexy Warrior and join us. It's 50% goes to charity, and it's 3333. All right, my loves, we will see you there. Thank you so much, Maria, for your gift and for this juicy, fun conversation.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Rosalyn.
Beautiful. Thank you, loves, for tuning in, and we hope to see you at Soulful Social, January 8th. January 12th.